to do voiceover and then posted it on social media, claiming to be members of Biafra Liberation Army, even though that propaganda is involved in freedom fighting. We cannot do propaganda that would deceive the Biafran people. If you want to carry propaganda, you do propaganda against the zoo, not against the innocent Biafran people, just because they want to see progress. Therefore, no, we can't. And I want to use this opportunity to tell all Biafrans, especially the genuine Biafran media persons, if you know that you are genuine at heart, you're a Biafran media person, and you are very, very genuine at heart, and you are in this very struggle, wherever you see news, whenever you see news that has to do with Biafra, before you jump into it, kindly make important kindly verify. Verify that in fact, not just only verification, but scrutinize the video. Scrutinize that very information before you jump into it. Because at the end, you find out that you have followed enemies to give fake news and fake information to our people. Always scrutinize whatever information that you want to jump into to circulate or share to our people. Always make sure that the information is well scrutinized. Very, very, very important to anybody or individual in the media, and you are a Biafran agitator, freedom fighter, or a Biafran. Of course, you are in this struggle for the restoration of Biafra. Let me know in the comment section if my voice is coming out loud and clear once again before we proceed. That is number one. I just want to reference on that because that is not our main topic this evening. That is number one. Then the main topic, which we will be treating this very evening, is the there's a video that has been on circulation since yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday, where some group of young boys, some group of young men were caught. Some group of young men were caught by the people who call themselves, there's a name that they call that man. It's a particular name that they call the man. They say that, but the man is the commander of the Udogachi of Chukwumasoludo in Anambra State. I'm going to remember the name when I start playing the video. So these members of Udogachi terrorist group of Chukwumasoludo in Anambra captured some criminals. You understand? They captured some group of criminals who have been terrorizing a particular village in Achala. And then they tagged them ESN members. We are not here to defend ESN because we know that ESN is no longer on existence. But for the fact that Biafra is concerned, it is very, very imperative that we do the needful. Pay very close attention, my people. This broadcast is very, very, very important, and nobody should mess or joke with it. Are you paying attention? There is a certain group of boys who were captured by members of Udogachi terrorist organization of Chukwumasoludo in the old Anambra State. And those boys are pure criminals, which we all know that we do not condone criminality And we cannot allow criminals to thrive in Biafra land. So, terrorists captured criminals. So, kudos to both the terrorists that captured the criminals and all of them and their commanders. But what we cannot tolerate is whenever you capture criminals, you tag them Biafra liberators. But before we get there, because we're going to get there, that is our main topic today. First of all, let me show us a certain video of what is happening currently in, of course, in Okigwe. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. All right. You can see the Zo0 terrorist army with their armor tanks. Remember that the voice note that has been in circulation for the past 5 days to 1 week, where a criminal from Okigwe, in the person of what's his name? In the person of Edi Afuono, who was sending voice notes to the people of Okigwe, forcing them to pay him 2 million each, 2 million per clan, because in Okigwe we learned that there are 10 villages, or should I say 10 communities in Okigwe. Now, this very criminal, who happens to be an errand boy to DSS in Abuja, is currently forcing the people of Okigwe to pay him 2 million naira to continue the war which is raging, which has been going on in Okigwe for the past 4 months. This very thief, known as Edi Afuono, collected 20 billion naira from Hope Uzodinma of Imo State and formed a local vigilante that they called New Okigwe Youth Vigilante Group in the month of July, ending parts of July, which they met their Waterloo during the ending part of August. This vigilante group, when they came in full force, they did not last up to 1 week. And they met their Waterloo. They were formed and organized in July, but unveiled in August. They did not last up to 1 week. They met their Waterloo. And based on the authentic information with me, after Edi Afuono and Ebe Kodike collected 20 billion naira from Hope Uzodinma, they gave this boy, they used money to lure them, which is what we call monetary inducement. They were induced with money. Each of them got 1 million each, apart from their leader, the idiot, the criminal who came to speak on Facebook, on social media, after the money was disbursed. The criminal got 2 million naira, who happened to be their leader, their commander. And when they met their Waterloo, since that time till now, they have completely disappeared on the surface of the planet Earth. Now, when they formed that very group and gave them pump action, the pump action was brought by Hope Uzodinma himself, not from that very 20 billion naira that Ediafono and Ebekwedike collected, which they shared amongst them, including their accomplices. So the money was shared, squandered, and when the so-called new Okigwe Youth Vigilante Group failed before they even, started, they failed before they started. Then Ediafono and Ebekwedike were relying on the military might, which the same military failed late August / September, and they retreated. Since that time to today, Ediafono and Hope Uzodimma, including the one that called himself, what's his name? Ebekwedike, they have been in the loggerhead, and there has not been any peace between them. So, and not only that, they have been under pressure to deliver because the money was excess. The money was too much. 20 billion naira that was given to them, and they have to deliver. So now Ediafono is running helter-skelter, running up and down to see how he's going to manage to do something. He has started taxing the villagers to pay him 2 million naira each. 2 million naira times 10, which is 20 million naira, because he is currently planning to invade Okigwe again. And currently, this is the latest situation in Okigwe. You see their armor tanks. They are back. And the land of Biafra is about to swallow them. They are back in full force. You see them. The land of Biafra is about to swallow them all. Because Ogwanano forget your fault. See them. Ogejofo, 1st of October 2025. I told you that we see them, but they don't see us. Did I not tell you that we see them, but they do not see us? This is one thing that they must know. Whether they like it or not. So, let us now move into the main topic of the day. Let us move into the main topic of the day. I want everyone to pay very, very close attention. It is very, very, very important. This particular exposition is one of a kind. This particular exposition that I'm making right now is one of a kind. And it is not something that anyone will take for granted. I don't know if you're paying attention. Because if something is not done, let me remind us. I want to remind us that na okwu asị gbaarọ. Asị, ifuru asị, asị gbaarọ, ọ bụrụ eziokwu. especially when it is unchallenged. Asị gbaa arọ, ọ bụrụ eziokwu. Especially when that very lies are not challenged. But ndị a na-agwa okwu achọkwala ịnụ. This is the critical part of it. The most important part of it. Na ndị a na-agwa okwu achọkwala ịnụ. Or are you still interested in lies and deceit, which is coming from the enemies? If you are still interested in lies and deceit from the enemies, then the challenge against the lies and deceit coming from the enemies may be useless before you. Acholunka, everybody pay very close attention. And wherever you're listening from, I would like you to share this very broadcast because you need to get to everyone. Because there was this lies that was sold to the public, to the general public, with this very video which I'm going to play right now. And I've gotten a second video in order to counter the first lie that they told. Are you getting me, my people? Like I told you, we are not going to waste time here. During this very broadcast. Now, this video was in circulation yesterday, or should I say day before yesterday and yesterday. I got it and I watched it because I'm already fenaga. I laughed because already I have known what was going on. But I was waiting for this day. Because I knew no guana no bogwe jofo. That means neziokwu ya apụta ife and omambu oge. Omambu oge. Now, as I was waiting, all of a sudden, as God may have it, I got the second video. And it is time to put that very lies to bed. Watch this, my wonderful people of Biafra. I beat the video, no grip play again. Please, are you seeing the video? I don't know why the video no one play. Are you seeing the video? Let me know in the comment section, please. Or am I having network issues? If you can see the video, let me know, please. I don't know. I can't see the video from my side. We must play the video, whether they like it or not.
And two recover from Ako Mazi and one Nachala camp. The ESN Nachala camp.
Are you seeing the video now? I believe that the video is playing now. Please let me know if you can see it now.
Through Ndibe Mampasman. By Udogachi, Anambra State. Yeah, they're working Gadafagi.
Now, they say they are from Mampasman. Mampasman is the commander of this so-called Udogache in the old Anambra State, and or should I say in Achala. Achala is a town in Awka North local government area of Anambra State as it is right now under the zoo, not under Biafra. The current structure of the states that we have today in the zoo, under the zoo, in the southeast, under the zoo. Achala is a town located in the capital of Awka North local government area of the old Anambra State, and it is in the Anambra North Senatorial District, Anambra North Zone. So, the man that they call Man Pass Man is their commander, the one that Soludo single-handedly brought in to head his own, what do they call it? Udogachi terrorist group. You understand? Now, pay very close attention as we play this very video.
Yes, here Zo0 T3rr0r1 from Ako Mazi and one on Achala camp. In the ESN on Achala camp.
Now, before we proceed, I want to make it very, very categorically clear that number one, there is no ESN camp in Awka. There is no, pay attention, let it sound very, very clear. There is no ESN camp in Awka. That is number one. I want everybody to know this. I'm going to prove what I'm saying now moving forward in this same broadcast. There is no ESN camp in Awka. That is number one. Be it ESN, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra, whatever you want to call it, there is no camp in Awka, especially at this very moment. That is number one. Then number two, Eastern Security Network is no longer on existence. It doesn't matter the name that the Zo0 terrorist army, police, DSS, and their local, armed terror groups are using, because they don't want to abide with us. They don't want to acknowledge that Biafra now has an army. They don't want to acknowledge it, so they rather continue to use ESN. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the custody. So they rather continue to use ESN because they are holding the man who announced the formation of ESN. So they cannot leave that name and start mentioning BLA, because if they are announcing BLA, they are now acknowledging and legitimizing the formation of the Biafra military. So these are the reasons that they continue to use ESN in order to continue to use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they also know that it's never a crime to form a security vigilante. But the members of DOS, defunct DOS group, is helping them to achieve this their desire. That's why every time you hear them talking about ESN, I mean DOS, even when they know that there's no more ESN. The former ESN, the same members of ESN, not new people, because Autopilot never in any way recruited new people to head the Biafra Liberation Army. No way. There is no way. Every commander you see today under Biafra Liberation Army was once loyal to Chinasa Nworu. What I'm telling you is pure, 110%. Every commander you see today under Biafra Liberation Army was once loyal to Chinasa Nworu, because Chinasa Nworu was the one in charge, the man abroad that was in charge of the Eastern Security Network after the formation. We're not talking about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. We are not talking about Benjamin Mmadụbụgwu. We know in the homeland it was Benjamin Mmadụbụgwu who was the general commander, but was not a member. So they were working hand to hand from Chinasa Nworu to Benjamin Mmadụbụgwu, then to ESN. You understand? But they were all once loyal to Chinasa Nworu. So when Chinasa Nworu knows that the men who were loyal to him are no longer loyal to him, and they have unanimously changed their name to Biafra Liberation Army. Yet, every time Chinasa Nworu tell you about ESN, his followers talk about ESN when they know very well that there is no more ESN. Because it is the same people who were ESN that metamorphosed into Biafra Liberation Army. So, in the first place, there's no any ESN, BLA, whatever, BDF, any armed forces of Biafra located in Oka at the minute. No one. And ESN is no longer on existence. These are two things I want you to take home as we proceed.
Through Ndibe Mampasman by Udogashi, Anambra State.
Now, I want you to take a very good look at this very young man on your screen. If you can take the screenshot, take the screenshot. I want you to take a very good look at him. Take a screenshot now before we continue, because we are going to play another video in order to buttress my point. We are going to play another video after this one to buttress my point, to expose the zoo to the maximum. I want you to remember this face and capture the face. In fact, screenshot it. Remember this very face, because we are going to play another video here, which this face will be needed and be useful at the same time. Let's continue.
Onye be ka ebo. So, kada fa nna gi? Kada fa guy gi? Schoolboy. So from ebe a ka isi wee bịa achara camp.
Yes, sir.
Nwoke kada fa gi? Na camera. Onye be ka ebo. So Enugu ka isi bịa achara camp. Nwoke kada fa gi? Tochukwu Nweke kada fa guy gi? Kada fa gi nwa kada fa guy gi? Pepe. Gi nwa kada fa gi? Onye be ka ebo. Ebe a gisi bịa achara camp. Bịa nwoke m kere afa gị? Nwoke Chidindu. Onye ebe ka ebo?
Onye Ezefem.
Ka afa gị gị? Small. So from ebe a gisi wee bịa achara camp. And gị nwa bụ ọga ndị a niile? Mana gị nwa bụ ọga ha niile abi? Yes. Then kere afa gị? Onye ebe ka ebo? So about set ki sabi egoro moto niile ndị a rob from achara camp. Ebigi gburu isi ere scrap. Ma onye gburu egbu ma onye kidnap. Ka ị gaa na nge? Yo kan kera afa gị? Chizoba onye be ka ebo? So from Enugu State ki si bịa achara camp. We sị na ndị mmadụ ahịa ezu ike. Ka ị gaa na nge? So onwere ya ndị operation Udogashi. Anambra State Special Squad. Ndị be Mampasman or Rift. So okay, so we ndị abụ na achara adịrọ mma.
Ndị abụ na achara adịrọ mma. All those men be achara adịrọ.
Very, very fantastic, right?
Yes, yeah.
Very, very, very fantastic. Now, let us come back to the face which I asked you to remember. Oh, Genede. Oh, Diego. How many of you now remember this face? Can you remember this face? Let me know in the comment. Just say yes in the comment section. Can you remember this very face? Eh? I want you to remember that here they said that they are members of the Eastern Security Network. And the people who label them members of the Eastern Security Network are the so-called Udogache. The so-called Udogache of Chukwuma Soludo. And this Udogachi is, should I call them paramilitary? Paramilitary. Or should I call them foot soldiers? In fact, they are the division of Nigerian police. They are division of Nigerian police. So they are working in tandem. They are working hand in hand with Nigerian police. Remember that. They are not working alone. So now, the same word they use, because after this arrest, they are going to hand them over to the police. And the same term which they used here with during this interrogation is the same term that the Nigerian police is going to use, which is members of the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Are you getting what I'm saying? The same term of members of ESN is the same term that the Zoo Janjaweed police is going to use during their own interrogation, prosecution, and jailing period. Now, pay attention. This very face you see here now is one of the members of this very group that they arrested and tagged Eastern Security Network. And during this very interview, not even interrogation, this interview here, these young men did not in any way, objected. They did not in any way object. They did not in any way say no. Now, we are not members of ESN. We are not members of Biafra. We have nothing in common with Biafra. We are not working with Biafra. We are not working for Biafra. Everything we are doing is on our own. We are not members of ESN. Please don't tag us to ESN. Because these young men are Igbo people. They are all Igbos. And that's a. And if Biafra comes today and things are going well, the citizens of Biafra are living very, very, good life. I don't think that these young men would like to be criminals. I don't think that they would like to be armed robbers. I don't think that they would like to be kidnappers. I don't think so. So meaning that they are committing these atrocities at the same time, at the back of their mind, hoping that one day that Biafra will come and they may stop whatever evil that they are doing. So when you are being caught and you answer the name of ESN, knowing fully well that what you are doing is that you are doing it to the detriment of the people who are known sometime in the past with that very name, ESN, and you are going to give them bad name. And you also know that they are equally fighting for you, because when that thing they are fighting for comes through, you may not remain a criminal. And they caught you, you have the guts to tell them that you are a member of ESN. Even though you did not tell them, you were there, they are tagging you members of ESN, you did not tell them the truth, that true, we are not members of ESN, we are simple criminals. It's quite unfortunate. And the gods of our ancestors, the gods of our land, the spirit of our land, karma, will catch up with them. The gods of our land will deal with them decisively. No matter where they are, even if they are in jail, they will never have peace. Maybe this man now, that the one you are seeing his face, may be the one that may have small peace even in prison before Biafra comes. But Kangahaha. Kangahaha will aga no nwe. Haye kete ahei. Haye kete ahei. All of them spoil and destroying Biafra name. Fire kete ahei. Mandine zuori. Ejide ase na ESN. Ejide ase na BLA. Unu nchani ne kete ahei. Karma will not be merciful for to all of you. This is just the beginning. Now, let us watch the second video. I want you to remember this very face now. Pay attention as we proceed.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the face? Kabidonisi. Oh no. If I make was hold on. Can you see the face? If you can see the face, let me know in the comment section, please. Very, very important. Yeah, and men are very, very serious. If you can see the face, let me know in the comment section, please, before we proceed.
Ano makure to ha kpọmụ na onwe ndị batara na ọfịa ebe anyị na-evumbo anụvumbo so ha mecha gba ọsọ rapụ ihe niile anyị fụ abụrụ nke anyị nọ nke ndị a sọnsọ pọmpụ anyị fụ ndị onye a nke bụ nke fa ji arụ ọrụ mgbe mma na anọhịa biko amarọ m nke a ọ bụrụ ọfa nwa bụ ihe nwe uche na anyị nwa burie uvunu m oge na-eji anyị ọfụ ngwongwo fa ghọta mụ amaghọnụ ndị nke a mana ọ sị na ha nwa kwudoro ya kwudo ndị enwere ụdị ya enweghị ya
kedu nke unu nwere
nke a mbiri onye ahụ nke a bụ
eke a bụ nke unu
nke ya bụ nke a bụ tupu ofu pọmpụ
na asama ọfụma a sị gị eke a bụ nke unu
na pọmpụ ịbụa
na pọmpụ ịbụọ
ndị ka ọzọ bụ ya mbiri ifefa ha rapụ gba ọsọ
ebe okonje then ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu na-arụ ọ dị iche nke ha dị iche
fanwa nke fa dị iche anyị nwa bụ ife anyị na-eri ka anyị na-achọ.
Did you hear that? Now, wow, ọ dịkwa egwu. Ọ dịkwa egwu. Ọ gịnị? Ụmụ Igbo na-anụkwa. Ụmụ Igbo unu na-anụkwa. Onye nke a ngwalụ gị mark ya face ya gị mee face ya screenshot. After that very interview, o decide ikwuzi eziokwu. O decide ya ikwu eziokwu. Wee gwazie fa. This is the video, the one that they are not sharing. Anom na Joe Vicar, the criminal in America. The criminal priest, the criminal cum priest was sharing the previous video, the other one that I played. I was told, I'm not sure because I don't follow him. I was told he was sharing it. But can you imagine this one now, they don't want you to see it. This is the one they do not want you to see. Are you paying attention? They do not want you to see this one because they know that this is where the truth was spoken. They have been hiding it. It is unbelievable. Let me play that again. I hope you recognize the face from the previous video, the first one that I played. How many of you recognize this face? Let me know in the comment section. Just let me know that you recognize the face. Eh? The video that they do not want you to see. Thank you, Freeman Iko Tuonya. How many of you recognize the face? The one that the video that they do not want you to see. Okay, Ken Dubisi, thank you. Azu, thank you. Gladys, thank you. The video that they do not want to share. Chigo, thank you. Chigobi. You see, they do not want you to see this video. Onanano, they were busy sharing the other one because that one ESN. ESN. They do not want you to see this one. They were not sharing it. The same guy. Oge mmụọ abịa na-apịa ya ịtarị o decide ka okwu eziokwu ọ nọ hie na-agwa gị na ifefa na-arụ dị ya bụrụ Biafra bụrụ ESN nọ ifefa na-eli ka fa na-achọ. They were doing kidnapping, doing armed robbery, using the name of Biafra to commit crimes. And ndị ọjọọ chọrọ ka Maazị Simon Ekpato na nga fire will culture those videos, send there in Finland. Ndi ọjọọ chọrọ ka Simon Ekpato na nga. I'm talking about ndị nọ na struggle and ndị si na abụ government. Ndị kpọrọ onwe ha government this, government that. Na-arụ Simon Ekpa ọjọbọ. Na-arụ PM ọjọbọ, na-arụ ya ọrụ ọjọọ n'azụ. Fire ekpokọrụcha that video send ya Finland na-agwa ya na afugonu ọ sị na ọ na-abịa ime appeal nakwa ife boys ya na-eme. This is what they do not want you to see. They have said, this young man here said the reality that we are just criminals looking for what we are going to eat. That is what he said. And he's supposed to face the full wrath of the law. Let us listen to him.
The unknown government couldn't allow this in Kadita.
Did you hear him? On another group of criminals that he's talking about. Anajia, that is in the also the ones that escaped. He was asked, what about Ndinkawa? Or say Ndinkawa diche, Nafawa diche. Nafawa na ha neli. You are looking for what you are going to eat by armed robbery, kidnapping, and all manner of criminal activities. And you are telling me you are looking for what you are going to eat. Are you insane? Are you mad? Are you mad? And worst come to worst, you are using the name of Biafra to do it. It is unacceptable, unforgivable. Unforgivable.
Yes, sir.
If you get yes, sir. So what you people are doing is armed robbery. He said, yes, sir. I am not there. Not be me, they interview him. I wasn't there. But it's quite unfortunate that this same video was made in that same period of time, day before yesterday. Yet, they do not want to circulate it. I want you to see the evil that these people are. I want you to see the kind of evil that they are. Those who have been circulating the other video, where where they claim to be, where they call them members of Eastern Security Network. And people have been circulating it in a very, very bad light, in a very bad manner, to tarnish ES, even though ESN is no longer in existence, but at least the name still carries some weight. The name is still holy, as long as we are concerned. Because without ESN, you wouldn't have had BLA. That is the gospel truth. Without ESN, you wouldn't have had BLA. You understand? So that means the name still rings bell in our heart because the name never carried any stain. The name never carried any wrongdoings. So we still cherish that very name, even though we know that the name is no longer in existence. Or should I? No, the name may be existing, but the group may no longer, or how, no, the name, yes, the name is no longer in existence, but the name still carries, purity and weight in our hearts. Now, are you paying attention, my people? So, what am I trying to say here? Let's listen to him again.
Men couldn't allow this in Kadita.
Someone you can teacher, and you might be finding the kind of job.
Or couldn't
Because
a holy goodness.
yes, sir.
Okay, on the in the name of ESN.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
They do not want to share this one. Okori Kunun is or CSA in the name of ESN or CSA. And where to Dolia Benonu? The answer is no. But they were busy sharing the first video. I want you to see the evil in these people. The likes of Jovica, the likes of Udene, the criminal from deported from Turkey. The one that has the one that lives in South Africa called Eguato. Somebody Eguato. These people have gathered themselves to do the biddings and the works of the enemies, sabotaging Biafra. And they have their agents in Biafra's struggle. These people you see calling themselves government, this government, that, they are the agents of Nigerian government within Biafra to destroy Biafra. Anybody telling you that they are this and that, you never believe here. Continue. Continue. At least by next month, it will make one good year. One good year. Mazi Simon Ekpa nwelu nsogbu. One good year. Mazi Simon Ekpa melugini nwelu nsogbu. Aka na-akọlụ gị ogologo akụkọ. Aka na-eme gịnị? Aka na-akọlụ gị ogologo akụkọ. One good year. Onye isi anyị nwelu nsogbu. Aka na-akọlụ gị ogologo akụkọ. Men are fighting in Okigwe. They all know very well that they are not the sponsors. They do not give them dime. They know. You know. They know. They call themselves government too. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sick. None of them is talking about it. Go injustice decision against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. None of them is talking about it or doing anything tangible about it. Mazi Simon Ekpa is gearing up for his appeal. Are we going to fold our hands? From one government, mobu government oge nkere, mobu government Ngozi Orabueze, mobu government Mamadu Abu, are they not supposed to be calling for protests now? At least this is Western world. This is not Nigeria. Finland is Western world. It's Europe. Europe respects the will of the people. Europe respects civil actions like protest. They respect it so much. Europe respects civil actions like protest. Unlike Africa, unlike the zoological republic, that do not care about your own feelings. They don't care. They do their own things. Are you paying attention? Unlike Europe, yes. Are they not supposed to be calling? Listen, Biafrans are all one people. It doesn't matter who they follow. It doesn't matter who they listen to. It's not a problem. Biafrans are still one people. One very big people. If Ogenkere is calling for protest, Ngozi Arabez is calling for protest. They are calling their own protest. At the end of the day, the entire Biafra people will come together and march for their beloved prime minister. We'll make a hit. On the 10th of October, on the 10th of October 2025, government bịa on the 10th of October, ha hụzi onwe ha na Finland. Onye nke a say no, we are not going to march with you. Onye nke a say we are oh my goodness. Oh, Diego, eh? Wow. Yeah, John, come. So Ndinkasi, we are not going to march with you. In fact, we are going to march on the right, while you people go and march on the left. You people go and march from the stadium. You people go and march from the railway. You people go and march at the front of Parliament. We are not with you. Oh no. The interest there has nothing to do with personal. It is not about personal interest. It is about our leader, our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. It's about his release. It is not about your personal interest. If it's about your personal interest, you will decide how to march. But we are marching, all of us are marching for the interest of our prime minister, for the release of our prime minister. But they can never say it. How would they say it? Find out they go now. You may go now and add every week. On we're going to do express payment weekly. Or when they slot through their account na their websites. People who have created websites. The website that we used in autopilot was the same website that we were using when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around. That website was under Madam Oyibo. That very website that we were using for Umueri account. We continue to use that very website, that very account, Umueri account, under autopilot. From autopilot to Biafra government in exile, we continue to use that same website. But now, everybody emepego website nke Imama Dabu nwe website ya, Oge Nkere nwe website ya, Ngozi Arabeze nwe website ya. Okwa ego ka na azo. Ego, on interest, Biafra interest. Is anybody with any Biafran interest? The answer is no. What are they doing? Because you are foolishly and cheapishly following them every here and then. One propaganda. Oge Nkere wepụtara one mumu man na-ekwu okwu Biafra. Emery invite no occasion ọkwa no okay ọbụkwa emery not even occasion. So emelo in far just organize themselves with Kedafaya Elias organize something in a very small tiny hall. Then I got but one man, one writer, book writer, a book writer. Akpọta ya akpọta ya were small Biafran flag mapenye n'oche ya the man kwuo okwu kwụsie okwu video chaa ya sọnsọ ebe ahụ ọkwụ ka video ya nọ video chaa ya onwe ofu mkpụrụ onye ọzọ onye ọcha ya na ya nọ die nọtị sọnsọ ya nwa video sia ya where we post on a social media where blue propaganda now. Oh, Biafra matter has been discussed in the US Congress. Hey, Hello, Melo. Hello, Melo. Hello, Melo, Muchineke. Hello, Melo. A na-ebu propaganda na-discuss go Biafra na the first time in history Biafra matters was discussed in US Congress. Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? That place, did that place look like a US Congress to you? That very place, that man, no, that writer, that book, that man, that book writer, Yurigi US Congress. Did that place look like US Congress to you? Don't you know the symbol of US Congress? Don't you know how the US Senate looks? Do you know what it means to discuss Biafra in US Congress? Utuana na Nigeria na abia Senate, House of Assembly. I gather, the whole senators gather, raise a motion about Biafra and a discuss here. That is discussing Biafra in the House of Senate. That is discussing Biafra in the House of Senate. Not somebody organizing something that a few people gather there and invite one white man or be there mention or Biafra. Every run on social media and about propaganda. Oh, first time in history, US Congress discussing Biafra. Are you not ashamed of yourself for your propaganda? This is what they do. After Kadare go for 11 good months, 10 good months, going to 11. Next month, I'll borrow 12 months, 1 year. And a book trega, no, a book trega one propaganda. The same thing goes on a business. Oh, no. What Bachalegia, Okuna social media. Oh, she's walking. Mobub telogi whistle. Obub telogi fake currency. Mobub telogi fake currency. Obub telogi embassy. Fake embassy. Fake, very fake. Everything they do, fake and propaganda. These are the things hey, they are working, they are doing something. 1 year is passing. 1 year is passing. And a blue propaganda, every day propaganda. I'm about not the candle to my mother, but when he had the my son, so every Saturday another go. Now, how did we arrive here? How did we arrive here? Now, wow. How did we arrive here? Chineke kwele your joy yenka your joy kamuogiamu. How did we arrive here? How did we get here? Onyenka every Saturday or no indoor. Nakosi ego nakpuo ana anu enu ya na afu anya, they are invisible. Ya na amesi akpọpụta their mouthpiece. Vam. Opta call go akụkọ na social media bam nakpuo ka aga echerekwa the next Saturday. Odama m nego a na-anata pele ezigbo mpe. Mana onwe ndị nke no propaganda, onwe anything na akọlụ gị or just invisible. You know? It's quite unfortunate. So I'm using this opportunity to call on them. They are government too. Okwabu government. Okwanya arapugo aka achiba. Onwe na azolo ha ochichi uzo. Onwukwala ife unu chọrọ ime maka our prime minister. Otu ọ na-aga because Finland bụ a country, one of the countries in Europe. No matter the pressure they are getting from the zoo and their allies, if we as a people mount our pressure, make our own pressure higher than the external pressure they are getting from the zoo, they will listen to us. If we mount internal pressure and make our internal pressure higher than the external pressure they are getting from the zoo and its allies, they will listen to us because our own is internal. And there is no any government that wants the street to be rowdy on a regular basis by some individuals, by group of people, or by a large number of people. No government wants it. That is unrest in a civilized way. Unrest. Civil unrest in a civilized way, because it's just a protest. It's not a war. And there is no government or police that will say, I'm not going to give you permission for protest because we don't want you to disturb us. Nobody does that. It is the right of every people in every country. So long as you are legal in that country, it is your right to air your view. If you don't like what is going on, it is your right to air your view in a very civilized manner. And protest is welcome to all nations. You understand? So now that Obato Obie, our prime minister, is going to appear, is it not time for the so-called governments, because we have many governments in Biafra struggle, is it not time for them to start doing so? At least fix ordinary protests. So we know that you cannot do anything to the to the court. You can't do anything to the judges. You can't do anything to the government. You can't do anything. But at least the host to go do protests at least. Ka Finland malo no nya na-ekpe ikpe nwelu mmadụ no nwelu people. That he has people. The people has to be physical. Not on social media. They do not watch you, or they don't listen to your propagandas on social media. They don't watch you. They don't pay attention to you on social media. The only time they pay attention to social media is when they want information about Mazi Samanep and Joko. That is the only time they pay attention to social media. But when they want to judge his matters, they don't see you. Can we begin to make them know that the man has people? Shall we begin to shake the streets of Finland? Biafrans are too many in Europe, or should I say worldwide. It is unbelievable. It's quite unfortunate with what is going on in this very struggle. It's quite unfortunate. It's very, very, very unfortunate. I'm not a sit at home somewhere in Anambra. I don't know how they plan to do it. Anybody listening to these criminals, then you're on your own. You think I'm going to tell you, oh, no, no. If you have not known, no game for the past 11 months. If you haven't noticed, No game keji gaba for the past 7 months. Then go and listen to any idiot at your own peril. Go and listen to them at your own peril. Go and listen to them at your own peril. Go and listen to them at your own peril. You want to fix it at home in Anambra State. For who? For what? For who? For Mazi Simon Ekpa? Or for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that his health is failing? For who? It is time for us to begin to ask them questions, because I've said this several times, to begin to ask them questions. Nobody's listening. No, you are not ready to ask them questions because you are afraid of them. You are afraid. You don't want to be sacked. You are fixing it at home when our army is in need of finance. Anything that is not to boost the BLA, anything that is not to make sure that BLA functions as usual, the way it should be, then it is sabotage. And it's not only sabotage, it is treason. And I want to let these individuals to understand very, very well that what they are doing is treasonable offense, and they are going to pay dearly. You will pay dearly. If you do not pay today, you will pay tomorrow. Every treasonable offense against Biafra will be accounted for. Because anybody that sabotages the Biafran army is treasonable offense. Any individual, no matter who you are, I do not care who you are. Once you sabotage Biafra army, it is treasonable offense, and you shall pay dearly for it. You understand? You shall pay dearly for it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter the title you give yourself. It doesn't matter where you have hung yourself on top of the mountain. It doesn't matter. When the time comes, you shall pay for it. So long as you sabotage the national army, which is Biafra Liberation Army, you sabotage them, you fight them, you are committing treasonable offense. And anybody who comes, whether in the public or secretly, to fight BLA, you are committing treason. And you shall pay for it. You shall face the law for the treasonable offense. Go and tell them, whether you call yourself government official, you call yourself this and that, whatever name you call yourself, you must know that sabotaging the national military is a treason, and you must face the wrath of the law, including Jovika. All this nonsense you see them doing, Jovika them, Ijele them, Chibuze Guato them, all these idiots you see colliding with Nigerian, zoo to sabotage Biafra and its military. They will pay. It's pure treason. And anybody who call him or herself government official, DPM, APM, this and that, and you are sabotaging the Biafra military, you are committing an act of treasonable offense. You are siphoning the money, diverting the funds that is meant to go to Biafra Liberation Army. You are using it for something else that has no business with our struggle for freedom. You are committing treasonable offense. You must know it now. You must know it now.
No when the batara na ofia ba na vumbo anofumbo so hamicha boso rapo yuni na ifa abro nkan yo nkan so
did you hear that? No well ndi batalo no ofia be fan obi before ndị amesi agba ọsọ. So this guy na-ekwu na o tegori ifazuwele ori fanwa mesi azugidori. According to him, o si na omechalo gaa onwe one Yoruba land okporo afa. Let me play it.
so pump ai for ndi onye aguke nke faja arụ ọrụ mgbe mma na anọhịa biko amara m nke a ọ bụrụ ọfanwa bụ ihe nwe uche na anyị maburie uvunu mo oge na-eji anyị nwa ọfụ ngwongwo fa ghọta mụ amahọnụ ndị nke a mana ọ sị na ha nwa kwudoro ya kwudo ndị enwere ụdị ya enweghị ya
kedu nkunu nwere
nke a mbiri onye ahụ nke a bụ
eke a bụ nke unu
nke ya bụ nke a bụ tupu ofu pọmpụ
na asama ọfụma a sị gị eke a bụ nke unu
na pọmpụ ịbụa
na pọmpụ ịbụọ
ndị nke ọzọ bụ ya mbiri ifefa ha rapụ gba ọsọ
ebe okonje bụ then ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu na-arụ ọ dị iche nke ha dị iche
fanwa nke fa dị iche anyị nwa bụ ife anyị na-eri ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị ji ya achọta
unu na-ezu ori
biko
ọkwa ori ka unu na-ezu
yes sir
okay in the name of ESN
yes sir
okay kedu afa gị kedu ezigbo afa gị
afa m Ifeanyi Chukwu
Ifeanyi Chukwu
yes sir
onye ebe
onye Ebonyi steeti onye Ịza yes sir
okay so isi na nke bụ nke unu dị abụ ofu eke
na pọmpụ ịbụa ndị nke ọzọ bụ ya m buru n'ofe ebe ahụ anyị nọ
okay kee n'ofe ihe dị ya
ofe achara
ọkwa ofe achara mmadụ onye ka fọrọ n'ime ebe a na
onwe ezi ndị ya hapụsigo dị uche na ebenyere onye anyị ife a sigo dosela anyị
okay
onwe ezi ndị ya
enugo nwaanyị
anụgo m nwaanyị a na-anụ na ndị nke ahụ ngwongwo a na-achọ ịbata ndị ahụ na-anọ n'achara na-achọ ịbata ha agbabazi ọsọ kpọsa m buru ya bie onye a
okay ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu kedu ebe unu nọkwa
anyị nwere ọfịa anyị nọ ebe anyị fanyere eri ife anyị nwere ọfịa na ọfịa achara ka anyị nọ na-asị na ndị mmadụ anọzi anyị aka anyị ji webata ya
okay unu nwajezie nọ n'ọfịa achara
ka ma mmụnwe ife anyị ga-achịdari
okay ka otu si nwezi adịa na ndị ahụ na-achọzi ịbata
fọnwa nwe ofe abịa kpọnụ m akpọnụ agbanụrụ m
ka otu si nweta igwe nke unu na-eyuzi na eke
fọnwa nwe ofe abịa enwe ihu chukwu n'ihu mmadụ
ịgbara ọsọ gbana akụre
anọ m akure.
Did you hear him? Or say no, but fan of there before na ezuori. They were there. They were there. So, Emesia actual for so fan wa boso, including this man. They ran, and he himself ran to Akure. Akure, Kezi capital Akure, Kezi Ondo Akure, Ondo state capital. Ondo state capital, Akure. Obana Akure, he ran to Akure. Also no gara Akure na arụ mechanic. Then another group of ndị orikwa wee batakwa na that same ofia. Na that same ofia in Achala. Continue kwe na use kwe that ofia again, that ofia Achala. Na ezuori na atọlụ ndị mmadụ. Emegidezi ndị nke ahụ gbakwa ọsọ again. This guy wee nweta information na ndị ahụ agbaga ọsọ o wee nachiyatakwa back. Bịa group with the group ye ha nachiyatakwa na that same spot. Continue kwe na-ezu ori na-atọlụ ndị mmadụ. Ifugi ya with aha Biafro, aha ESN. Until ndị ejidezie ha nke ejidere ha na o wee sabazie ọnụ. Ọ na-agwazi gị no ife fa na-eli ka fa na-achọ. Na onwe ife gbasara ha na ESN. achọrọ ka ndị Igbo ji ntị fa wee gelu na onwe ife gbasalụ ndị a na ESN okwugokwa eziokwu onye ọsọzi ka na-ege propaganda of Jovika ọsọzia gị na-ege Jovika's propaganda. The man ekwugo eziokwu ọkwa the same people jideli ya mere interview na ọ bụrụ mụ anọrọ m there ọkwa ndị otu udo ga-achị of Soludo. Mana the problem nozi dia bụ this particular video bụzi nke fa na-achọghịzi share na social media. Ọ nọkwa na social media mana ndị anwa nọ na-circulate with the force and speed. The other video ha ji speed na-ashia ya na-ashia because ihe akpọrọ ihe asa ahụ ndị ESN ejidego non-gọọmenti ejidego ESN ejidego BLA a na-ashia ya n'ike ọ na-circulate. Farman sị gị na fa afọ kwa this one. Are you paying attention? The same people who were sharing the other video will not tell you that they did not see this one. They saw it because they were all released at the same time. This whole video, both this one, the first one that they were sharing, they were all released at the same time. Thank God, you see the way God works. You see the way God works. Are you paying attention? You see the way God works. God closed their eyes, blindfolded them to release this one, without knowing that this is the exposition of the other video. This very video is the expose of the other one, because they did not know. They made all the interrogations and interviews and posted all of them on social media. Then the enemies of freedom, like Jovika and his criminal gang, were busy sharing the one that they believe was very, very, comfortable for their propaganda, their social media propaganda and their deceit. They were busy sharing that one. They abandoned this one that has all the information that is needed. Are you getting it? They didn't want to talk about it because this is where the truth lies. The guy made it very, very clear that they are criminals. They have nothing to do with ESN. They have nothing to do with Biafra. They have nothing to do with BLA, but they do not want to talk about it. Jovika and his criminal fellow do not want to talk about this one because it's going to contradict the first video that they are interested in sharing. Now, it's going to contradict the first video. Now, let's listen. Oh, painting costs no naro. Painting, not mechanic. Painting costs no naro. On a paint all.
Small boy, a bit of okay.
It's quite unfortunate and unbelievable. Umibo, here. I'm going to play this video for the last time. You must click the link. I told you we are not going to take your time. We are not going to last for too long. Like, we're already here for more than 1 hour, 30 minutes. So anyone who has something to say concerning this very latest development, as I'm going to repeat this very video for the second time, only feature only any contribution you click here the link in the comment section. Join him in the studio so that can we get the chance to speak. We are rounding up immediately. We don't want to talk. I told them this very broadcast, this very, very short. Can the mad wiki watch from beginning till the end? Yotago, go do onyiru no anya azu anya. because this propaganda has been on social media for the past 24 hours to 48 hours. So achọm ka ọ taa aka ka everybody nwee ike watch at till the beginning, from beginning till the end. Ka aghọta ifemelu here.
Why cause isi je?
Anọ makure so ha kpọọ mụ na onwe ndị batara na ọfịa ebe anyị na-evu mbụ so ha mecha gba ọsọ rapụ ihe niile anyị fụ abụrụ nke anyị nọ nke ndị a sọnsọ pọmpụ anyị fụ ndị onye a bụ nke bụ nke fa ji arụ ọrụ mgbe mma na anọhịa biko amarọ m nke a ọ bụrụ ọfa nwa bụ ihe nwe uche na na anyị nwa bụ rie uzuru m oge na-eji anyị nwa ọfụ ngwongwo fa ghọta mụ amaghọnụ ndị nke ahụ mana ọ sị na ha nwa kwudoro ya kwudo ndị enwere ụdị ya enweghị ya
Kedu nke unu nwere?
nke a mbiri onye ahụ nke a bụ
eke a bụ nke unu?
nke ya bụ nke a bụ tupu ofu pọmpụ
na asam ọfụma asị gị eke a bụ nke unu?
na pọmpụ ịbụa
na pọmpụ ịbụa
ndị nke ọzọ bụ ya mbiri ifefa ha rapụ gba ọsọ
ebe nje then ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu na-arụ ọ dị iche nke ha dị iche?
fanwa nke fa dị iche anyị nwa bụ ife anyị na-eri ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị ji ya achọta
unu na-ezu ori
biko
ọkwa ori ka unu na-ezu?
yes sir.
Okay, in the name of ESN.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fan ezu ori in the name of ESN. Ori ka fan ezu in the name of ESN. Unbelievable. If this very video exposed it all. Ori ka fan ezu in the name of ESN. This is unbelievable. I told me the opportunity we go kwandi banyo okwu again. Obuni ibu onye Igbo. Ni mani na-ezu ori. No bu ori ka ị na-ezu. Ị na-ezu ori na ana Igbo. Where will afa Biafra na-ezu ori? Kama will catch up with you and it will not be merciful. It's not going to be easy for you. Karma, no matter who caught you, whether Mobu Nigeria terrorist police, Mobu, who tells you Bago, Mobu, Dogachi, whoever that catches you, it will not be funny. So long as name anori ki nezu, where will Alpha Biafra, when nezu yabuori, ne meta Alpha Biafra, ne meta Alpha BLA, Mobu ESN, even though it's no longer in existence. Karma will not be merciful with you. Iya tabu onwe gị n'afọ. Ihe na-akpọ ọnwa oku, ọnwa ma mbịa.
Then ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu na-arụ ọ dị iche nke ha dị iche?
Fanwa nke fa dị iche, anyị nwa bụ ife anyị na-eri ka anyị na-achọ. Ka anyị ji ya achọta.
Unu na-ezu ori?
Biko.
Ọkwa ori ka unu na-ezu?
Yes sir.
Okay, in the name of ESN.
Yes sir.
Okay. Kedu afa gị? Kedu ezigbo afa gị?
Afa m Ifeanyi Chukwu.
Ifeanyi Chukwu?
Yes sir.
Onye ebe?
Onye Abia State, onye Eza.
Onye Eza?
Yes sir.
Okay. So isi na nke bụ nke unu dị abụ? Ofu eke.
Na pọmpụ ịbụa.
Na pọmpụ ịbụa?
Ndị nke ọzọ bụ ya mburu n'ofe ebe anyị nọ.
Okay. Kee n'ofe ihe dị ya?
Ofe achara.
Ọkwa ofe achara? Mmadụ onye kafọrọ n'ime ebe a na?
Onwe ezi ndị ya hapụsigo. Dị uche na ekpenyere onye anyị ife a sigo dosela anyị.
Okay.
Onwe ezi ndị ya.
Enugo nwaanyị?
Anụgo m nwaanyị. A na-anụ na ndị nke ahụ ngwongwo a na-achọ ịbata. Ndị ahụ na-anọ n'achara na-achọ ịbata. Ha agbabazi ọsọ kpọsa m buru ya bie onye a.
Okay, ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu kedu ebe unu nọkwa?
Anyị nwere ọfịa na anyị ebe anyị fụrụ anyị eri ife. Anyị nwere ọfịa na ọfịa achara ka anyị nọ na-asị na ndị mmadụ anọzi anyị aka anyị ji webata ya.
Okay, unu nwajezie nọ n'ọfịa achara?
Ha ma mmụọ ife anyị ga-achịdari.
Okay, ka oge si nwezi adịa na ndị ahụ na-achọzi ịbata?
Fọnwa nwe ofe bịa kpọnụ m akpọnụ. Agbanụrụ m.
Ka oge si nweta igwe nke unu na-eyuzi na AK.
Fọnwa nwe ofe bịa enwe. Ihu Chukwu n'ihu mmadụ.
Ịgbara ọsọ gbana Akure?
Anọ m Akure.
Ịgbara ọsọ gbana Akure?
Ihe m na-arụ bụ pentin.
Asị m gị ịgbara ọsọ gbana Akure?
Na-arụ aka ọrụ m.
Ịgbara ọsọ gbana Akure adị?
Agba m ọsọ sịkwa na ike.
Small bụ onye ebe ka ọ bụ?
Onye eze agwa.
Okay.
Okay. Well, somebody batabu here. Mama, they can network a kick go out. So on that note, we are going to end the broadcast. Like as I told you, I want to keep my word. Okay. Anyangwa Kukenoku, grab the microphone and speak to us. Anya, go ahead.
Good evening from here.
You're welcome. Please go ahead. Ganiru, Anya.
Because my network, I'm going to down any name, and I'll not go above on your market. So, who can you really not name propaganda? My Jotica, my Ndotia, Nahayada. I'm going to have Jazz.
Ah, that go no more can afa. Sorry. Oh, more can afa. Afa phone na now the final stage. Onya nke ahụ amaga afọ naanị. Ọ dago. Ma ndị otu ya niile fancha niile adago. Yotago fancha niile amaga afọ naanị gwogwo. Mụ abụọ ka na-ewelite afa ya now. After this period, you will not hear me talk about his name again, and that will be his end. He already ended his own is finished. Onya nke finish go. Ganiru.
So, you are not trying government and government. For them to around, open half to be after. The other time, equal protest here, but all of them against it because they are working against BM. They are against Biafra. So, open half and I of Biafra on our bar. Get a guy organize here, equal protest. Captain the man now, Prime Minister and well, mother. Kahapu, Alibu here and Hannah, social media, no Zoom as you come on now, fire attack all. Even na se wage jisike mo Biafra jigewenyu ife ni na-eme chukwu na afugi dalo nkuba bụ onye ama na-ekwu okwu Biafra na dị na Adadiola mma na religious ndị ọzọ bụ amamihe nke akpọ ha akpọ kama na masị gba ha for them to right their wrong. This is time for them to organize protests for PM. Thank you. Dalo
Dalorin Nemazi, God bless you. And on that note, of course, we have come to the end of this very broadcast. I want to keep my promise. I told us we are not going to spend much time. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Okay, Ike Chinonso, grab the microphone and make it brief, please. Dialogue. When your voice is not coming out clear, put your mouth closer to your microphone. Ngwana Ganiru, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Njikọ ọnụ jikọrọ wee ghara ikwu otu ekwesị bụ n'ime na-gbasara ọga na mmekene n'ijisi ike a na-ekwukwa narị ka onwekwa ka ekwesị jisi badu ime jisi ike n'ọrụ ị na-arụ na anyị na-afụkwa n'aka ọrụ gị ị na-agba mbọ wee na-asị ọ pụtara na o nwere ojeni Biafra nọ na Finland ahụ ka eme ọganaiz da protest gagharị na-eke ndị akpụrụ onwe ha gọọmenti.
Our people in Finland, they are there, but you know very well that Finland is one country among other countries in the world. And this division that you see in Biafra struggle today, Finland is not an island. Finland is not left alone. Every Biafran in Finland, apart from very few number of them, others, other Biafrans in Finland, like as you know, Uche was the former European rep that Mazi Samanet Banjoko trusted so much with all his heart, loved him and trusted him with all his heart. But you all saw how Uche betrayed Mazi Samanet, abandoned him and betrayed him completely. So today, Enwalundi na-eso Ngozi Orabaeze na Finland, nwekwa ndị na-eso Oge Nkere na Finland. Maybe no kwalụ ndị na-ege government of Imam Madabo and Vam ntị nọkwa na Finland. Yotago. So the Biafra is divided. Biafra is completely divided. These people don't know. You see, people do not know the mess that these people tinyela Mboni na balloon from autopilot were built brigi to the point bona Nigeria no na panic afọ na Biafra biago na Biafra no na mbosi aka ndị anụnwa wewepụta onwe fa to be used because of monetary gains, personal interest. We use her to betray our freedom. Freedom I not gonna echo already. The zoo was panicking already. They saw Biafra coming even before I want to affair. Nigeria Fugo Biafra already coming. These people were used to destroy the house that Mazi Simon Ekpa suffered so much with many of us joining hands with him to build. These people came from nowhere. Nobody knew where they come from. They came and completely destroyed everything overnight. So that same Finland in Ekwokuye, and the Banya no kana Finland in Ekwokuye, the same way every other country is divided is the same way Finland is equally divided. It's just very tiny number of them. Bundema, Rotalo, Nandi Ano and the government are all criminals. They are not joining them. Very tiny number of them. But the majority of Biafrans in Finland, if I were in Finland, there are about 4 groups of Biafrans. 4 groups. The first group, Ndi no neutral. Na chohi gente basalo anything basalo government. Second group, Ndi group Ogenkere. The third group, Ndi group Ngozora Beze. The fourth group, Ndi lose hope. Basalo Biafra. Ndi lose hope completely. I just didn't know anything again, Basalo Biafra. Unless Simon Ekpa Putalo. So they are all there. They are all there. Finland is the worst hit country. Now this division, na Biafra struggle. Yotago. So how Obugodi na host, or are they not the ones who hosted the protest before? How host to go the protest now? Oh yeah, I won't the protest, but they will still fight the protest, even within Finland. The same way they fought it before. They will fight the protest within Finland, and they will still fight the protest outside Finland. Monobo nandin kaporo government, this government that na cholo na actually go say na they sincere, which I know they are not. Because if they are sincere, they wouldn't have destroyed Biafra struggle. They wouldn't even dare fight Biafra Liberation Army, especially the ones that call themselves USB charger. They wouldn't dare in any way fight Biafra Liberation Army. No matter the propaganda of Nigeria, you can't fight your army, your last hope of defense. You can't fight it. No matter the propaganda, no matter the video that Nigeria is circulating on social media, you cannot fight your army. It doesn't matter whatever. There's nothing anybody can tell me. So, the same thing that is happening elsewhere is what is happening in Finland. How fix protest? But they will fight it the same way they fought it before. And at the end of the day, protest you don't know the type of protest you are going to get. So say okay, let us show them that we are sincere. They call for protest. No matter who you are supporting, no matter whatever, we are calling for protest for our prime minister. Not for the interest of whatever government what they are talking about, but for the interest of our prime minister, for his release. Then their followers will come. Both those in Finland and those outside Finland, they will come. The protest, but they cannot do it because they don't want prime minister to come out. Because how many prime minister pota ego hanada na social media end there, the money will end automatically. They know. Ndị Igbo ama body mess.
No matter what, you come and go and you never na this problem.
No, we
Never
are Ikamangwani, we are not tired. Listen, and let me tell you, Ikonagwani, are you not aware that BLA is still fighting? Are you not aware that BLA is fighting? Are you not have videos even before this broadcast? Did I not play the video of BLA fighting?
Yes,
that is our target. That is our alternative. The only alternative we have. That is our primary objective. To make sure no matter if ndị ori anụnwa na-emegasị na social media, no matter if ndị ori akpọrọ nwa government this government that na-eme, that BLA is never broken. That's why I went and fight for it. That's why you went a kunyelefa na-enye ha mora na akasi ha obi. No matter the situation, they must stand tall. That's why we are here. If not for BLA, we wouldn't have been here. Because nobody is paying us. Nobody is paying me a dime. So the fight goes on until I win. I win. When I win, it's Chazie, then I am as the condition I do and alone Biafra. We can go back. We can get tired. Dalumazi. On way for the Chaliku.
Because I believe that Osano actually did appeal. But I feel how many without protest or
Anako de Akanwako protest is an extra tool to push, to let them know our grievances, to let them know that our prime minister well people, to let them know na asịrị akụrụ n'isi ya abụla eziokwu, to let them know that he's the good guy, to let them know na that level Nigeria level ya kpọọ ya onye na-egbu mmadụ na ọ bụla eziokwu na ọ na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe for ụmụnne ya. Because if you abandon him, he may abandon Finland here. Oh, so if these people now only can on a screen now, nobody will come for him. If only on a screen now, the only person when he take upon himself to stand for this person, bo lawyer or the only one person when he could do this guy now, bo lawyer defend the aya. You know why? Makani no bonyori. Makani no bonyori. Nobody would ever want to associate him or herself with a criminal. Because it's a dirty name to be called a person. To be called a criminal is very dirty. So nobody will ever want to associate him or herself with a criminal. In Agata now. So only onyori ki jide ndị mmadụ gbasasịa gbali ọsọ rapia nania. So that is the message both the zoo and these Nigerian agents grab divide grab positions. Now this very struggle. That is the message. They knew this from beginning. That's why they fought vehemently against the first protest we called for. That's why they never put any effort to organize a street protest in Finland for our prime minister. Because nobody will want to associate him or herself with him. So that message ka achọrọ send the Finland. Ka Finland kwete na ihe akpọrọ onye isi anyị na ọ bụ eziokwu na ife ọ bụ. Yotago, because obu na anyị mapụtalụ n'igwe march kwụkwọ again at least 3, 4, 5 times na Finland pụta n'igwe. This case nwere ike, we would have force the hand of Finland to do the right thing, to allow justice to prevail. Manage the Yendi Brime protest, I go on had about 7 or 8 people, and the only JJ Prime Minister Obodo. Kedu message I send to Finland? And Finland no where man and the no go to Finland they alone more than 100 people. You know, 100. Ndi Igbo na Finland at least I wanna happen about 500. But maybe thousands. Man obu na onye anu nwasi na ya na anuru ndi be fog. Ndi be fano in millions, and those in Finland not in thousands. The whole of Finland. Then abiazieli ya pro na anuru obodo, a country, an imagination. Then abi merie protest meji ejisie yike boye ebubo onye na-egbu mmadụ. Then ndị bịara i protest adị mmadụ 7 or 8 ka anyị dịdị wee mee protest a. Ka message a na-esend Finland? What's the message we are sending to the authorities?
Program na Finland na Nigeria government jikọrọ aka ọnụ wee mee Simon Ekpa arrest. Na Finland may benefit something from Nigeria. Not go say ihe mere na ihe anyị nọ na-ekwu na normally this strength I mean no organize protest.
Forget the other woman no onye ahụ mara n'iru gwompete n'azụ. That nonsense ọ na-akọ na social media ebe ọ kwesịrị dị na-akọ ya bụ na Finnish parliament. Ọ kwesịrị iburu megaphone na-ekwu that if we don't be sure na-akọ na social media, because Finland does not pay attention to her nonsense on social media. Ebe ọ kwesịrị dị na-akọ that thing onwe isi onwe weight make ya sense bụ na Finnish parliament. Na Finnish parliament because she's an American citizen, ọ nwere akwụkwọ America, and American passport to travel all over the world without visa. Some countries book visa on arrival, so she doesn't have to go to embassy to book for visa. And then 3 years ago, she's in control of the Biafran money and under her group. She's in control of it. No other person that is in control. Ngozi Orebezebo, her deputy minister of her group. Ngozi Orebezebo, her financial minister of her group. Ngozi Orebezebo, everything basalego no under her control. So Diego, obugodi no Diego ndo tie ya 3 years ago. Bali a ticket. Nobody is going to unalive him, unalive her in Finland. Or bar flight, Finland. Nobody is going to touch her in Finland. Forget all the propaganda and fake rumors. Nobody is going to do anything to her in Finland. Finland is a well-secured country. And Finland is capable of securing every human being within their territory. So ebo kwesịrị na-ekwu that thing onwe isi ọmambuzi nonsense bụ na Finland the front of Finnish parliament ka kwesịrị dị na-akọ akịka anwa ma na Paget Hamed district court, na front of Paget Hamed district court ka kwesịrị na-akọ akịka anwa. Ọ bụgodi self na ọ bụrụ na ọ gaghị court appearance of our PM, she must not be there. But she can organize a protest on a neutral ground on a normal day. Not there na akakika. The same thing with Ogen Kere. The same thing with Imam Madab. Where we are there when we were shouting about protest, they were busy fighting it on social media because they never want anything good to come out of it. They do not want the release of our prime minister. They were fighting that protest, fighting it so well. You know, so don't let anybody deceive you. They know exactly what they are doing. Yeah, Maloge Mama, thank you very much. Hello. Last person before we shut the program down. Omoaka, Omo aka OMO aka, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, Before Unite.
You're welcome.
Jova Gonzalez, Bagome, you call you more talent and more intelligent. Did you tell me him before? In a delay this journey, this mountain fall upon you, or without without someone help you can't control this thing. He will go legacy in this journey. He take out in this CG, and he will continue this thing, carry on this mountain. Let us carry on, brother. Boys still have mind to go this thing. Men still have mind, but with all this thing, men no, men are not allowed. Moral and Adam, soldier need moral. Soldier need the high moral, yeah, or high, but eba ha said the job about buy pota. And we think we hear men, onye ke gwa for na onye ke man. I need to phone you. One obi. Just only voice guy need it. With the direction of time, you see where boys are can you men aka. You hand it. Because carry this on because
Mazi, I'm going to forgive you for saying what you said. The reason why I'm going to forgive you is because your heart is clean and you are innocent. That's why I'm going to forgive you for saying that I'm delaying the struggle. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
I will forgive you for that, because leadership and leading a struggle is not something that you force on anyone.
Actually,
nobody forced our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to take up the mantle when he started. I'm somebody, but I'm full of I'm spiritually inclined. I am spiritually inclined. I'm somebody named Ife Muamu Ife Muamu Galume kam name. If obna muam na agwa no me. So nobody will tell me what to do, whether to carry on and lead the struggle or not. Nobody has the right to tell me that. You have the right to say what you want to say. You want to tell me anything, you have the right to say it. No problem. But I will do what my heart asks me to do. Ekugomia many times. I've said it many times. I've said it time without number. Not that I do not have the leadership qualities in me. I have it. In quantum. But having a leadership qualities in you and being called to lead a struggle are not the same. And in Wekobi, like a Muan, where there is in Nukuobi. And in Wekobi, to lead a struggle are not the same. You have to wait and allow your spirit to lead you. You all have seen the betrayers in the struggle. If I do not position myself properly, it will be difficult for me to. I may start it well, but you don't know how it's going to, go in moving forward. So I need to position myself properly and allow the Spirit to lead me for me to succeed. I have to position myself. These people we are talking about, they are in America. Mazi Simon Ekpa was is in Finland. Do you know my location? Do you know my location? So I need to position myself. You understand? Meanwhile, for now, leaders in our government. Let us first of all push the persuade the Kai na chụpụta for Obama ka ndị Igbo na-afụkwa the evil nọfa n'ime na-afụkwa evil fa na-eme against this very struggle.
but Ikukuna,
until God says the time is ripe.
Ihe PM create na hanile because also now here for now that the federal government that's men on ground down here for now.
Yes, Gente, he believe when this very struggle but God ordained.
Yeah, that's why injury. That's why OBG will come because that I believe now that no how when because make it that the federal government can never go down because he gave big me but not no drop like I can never drop it until my death.
Yeah, on way now, Sige, we are going to continue to push these people all over her government because all our sound in DC. Are going to continue. Hold on. I know. And we are going to continue to push. We are not pushing them for them to do the right thing because I know they are not going to do anything. They are not going to do the right because they are not here for Biafra. Why we will continue to push them? Biafrans now for that these people are not here for Biafra. Because if they are here for Biafra, Biafrans know the right thing that they should do. So we'll continue to do that until God says, or the spirit of our ancestors say, it is the time. It's either God uses me to do it, or someone else will spring out, will spring up. But I can drug it, believe na Biafra will God's ordained. So while I fight myself out, God will make his way. God will make his way. So when did he? Yes. If I rush Nike, can I go in their question first? Let us continue to ask them questions until Muala, the gods of our land, the gods of our ancestors, will make his way again. And remember that our PM can appeal. The case is not over yet.
Hello, but case yourself.
Nke a ga-anọgodi inside for now ka anyị mara ife na-eme anya ebe o si. Ịghọtago? Ka anyị mara ife na-eme anya ebe o si because the appeal bụ ife dịrị PM n'onwe ya ọ bụ for Nigeria. So ka anyị mara ife na-eme anya ebe o si ka anyị mara ma ọ bụ maybe exposition so n'ife na-emebisiri anya ọrụ. So ka anyị malụgodi ife na-eme anya ebe o si. Anyị malụ ma ọ bụ ife anyị eme silently mee ya underground enyezie news the outcome ka ọ bụ ife anyị eme open. So ka anyị hapụgodi ya for now. Ịghọtago? Ya ma alụ gị mma.
The Shataman.
Udo dịrị gị maazị. Thank you for coming. All right, on that note, we have come to the end of this very broadcast. We are going to see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Remember to continue to pray for our Prime Minister to win, because the win of our PM is the win for Biafra and the win for God, and the win for the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Restoration, and the spirit of our ancestors. Pray for the divine healing of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you all. May God bless you. And also pray for the protection of the Biafra Liberation Army. Thank you all. May God bless you. From me from here, it is good evening.